Must be nice. I changed my damn settings. I don't know why YouTube tells me when my own broadcast is up. Like, yo. Yeah. Like, I'm fully aware of that.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I mean, shit, you can just cut Landry and keep it moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh my God, that's not
ended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh my goodness, dog! Like already with the bullshit.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what. Wow. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schubert. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all. But this is where
how the cookie crumbles,
this is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
They counted that.
Alexander. Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback
not going to review it either.
Hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers.
I guess, but yo, he can run.
On second down now, it's Hunt. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes.
Yep.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 48 yards on the ground. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. On play action, Rodgers.
Oh my goodness, man.
Complete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row.
Oh my goodness, dog! This has just been a
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And he's gonna pick that because this game is
what? Packers touchdown. Dallas Goedert, touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They get him involved there for the score.
And they show he's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots.
Oh, my goodness. This game is terrible.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up
oh my goodness, Madden. This game is terrible.
As they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Man,
this is the tight end,
up, man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
It was a good idea, but
nice little gain.
Yeah, it just
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 9.
That's precious shit.
That's complete to Taywan Taylor.
Oh my goodness.
Zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor.
That was, I don't know who that was. It wasn't Jair, but
as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Great corner route there. To catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking
I didn't even realize.
To the middle of the field,
I
and you're
deserve
breaking
that.
away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Man, we just out here working on shit for next year. Fuck it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Hunt.
What happened?
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
it's a gain of
what
12, and the Packers
happened?
have the 1st. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
Hey, fumble.
Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's got
Rodgers got killed on that return.
Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers.
Oh, my goodness.
He forced a fumble last week, another one there. And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that
my goodness, dog.
Away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football.
I look like your receiver.
And that he does.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught. You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course. From the gun,
Shit.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Thank you.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
How is he that open? Shit.
Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Oh, shit, never snows. It ain't even cold. Oh, it is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Rodgers. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses.
Oh, my God. Really, why did I even throw that?
Play for him. I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run with Hunt on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted.
They had a nerve to call that accurate.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Thank you.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Horrible. Had 17 last year.
Following the interception, Mayfield got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Kind of season is going to be.
The final tally.
It has been.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
Oh, my goodness, dog.
To catch him off balance.
And he did. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
They'll run with Chubb, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
All right. Hey, I didn't do that. What the fuck are they? These asshats get on my fucking nerves. Alright.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Alert! 64, weak.
Mayfield to throw it. Being chased up, and he can't find
Yay, a sack.
He's brought down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it.
One of my biggest problems. No
They
fucking
need to
pressure.
reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but
whatever.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Brings
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Oh, my God, man.
Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Ah!
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Damn it, that's not good enough.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's do
yeah, oh my goodness.
Contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry.
Right.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it. We're seeing something you don't often see.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. What a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's right. Now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know. And right now they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Taylor, complete.
Man,
they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's caught by OBJ.
Jesus Christ, Jair.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and some things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run again with Hunt. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
I get it.
Boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field with the game.
Hey, Bones, come on, man.
You gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Unbelievable.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield, and this will be caught. As they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Shit, I ain't even paying attention.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw on third down. Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kareem Hunt, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Point it right. Let's go.
Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Real.
Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, Jair. Ass, man.
One interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Jesus Christ.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Hurry.
Chubb on the counter.
Oh, my God. He getting choked by Chubb, though?
A good pickup there
Oh,
for the Browns.
my
15
goodness,
yards.
man.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
Oh, my goodness.
End zone for a Browns touchdown.
Everybody gets picked up,
Lindsay
man.
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successfully.
Goodness, man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete.
God, man.
Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt.
Oh,
3 on the return. And
boy,
possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run here with Lindsay. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, thank you, man.
He pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver.
Alrighty, man.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball,
I guess.
and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This short throw caught by Gunner.
Oh, my goodness.
Be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And nowhere to go.
Oh, my God, man.
The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Oh, my goodness. I did.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Thank
Throwing
you.
middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but now it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
Off guard, man.
Continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
That was tough.
3rd and long for Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's
Man.
inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Of fucking course.
Beckham hitting double digits
Thank you,
with his
Jair.
10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their
You
advantage.
can put in the ball from there.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
See you week 16.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Oh,
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
Got it for the NFC. See what
They
was
use the
it.
term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rodgers now on first down.
How many different versions got
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's
Thank
perspective,
you.
they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
Madden.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down.
What can you do?
Keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wow.
Quickly out to Beckham.
Wow.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.